QSH is so strong, I had to 100 spin him because I'm dirt poor in gold heads. As I will be playing this video on the background of me 100 spinning, I'd like you to consider whether you should do 100 spins, spin your gold heads, or however you want to do this, because frankly, you need to have them. So, when we actually take a look at the calculators that I made and all this data, I know it's a lot, but let's go through it one at a time. So first, let's look at times landed, because I want to talk about this really, the performance. That's what matters, right? So this was me measuring how many times landed on each. I rewatched the video 3 times and counted each time, and this is, yeah. So this is the amount in items, taking this by this. And then I also was interested in comparing it to the percent that Lilith tells you. So this is what they told us, right? This is what's in the event. Now compare it to what I got. Most of it's, reasonable, right? So I got more gold. I got a lot less of the universals, which sucks. Um, because I would have loved the universals, of course. Luckily, I got the 2 8 spots they guarantee or they tell you you're gonna get. I outperformed the healing, which I will happily take. Food, I did terrible on. I don't care about resources. Gold heads, I did a little bit better. Wood, I sadly did good. Who cares? Training, I did great. And then, unfortunately, I had thought initially I did well with 20 gold heads in Commander Sculptures. I actually underperformed. They tell you 23%. So that's a little disappointing and important to understand. But when you continue down, whatever, you see a couple more negatives and stuff we don't care about. So when you look at then the pity system, which is going to be discussed a lot, it's very important. You can see there's a lot more items you get. And when you take all that and you look at the total of what I got over here, you see I got 7 days almost of universals. I got 18 and a half days of training, 16 days of healing, which I needed these really bad. I just went through a pretty good fighting KVK. We won, and I am struggling and recovering in off season. So I desperately need these. So I'm not complaining. Obviously, you could see that the data slanted towards speed ups. Not the worst thing in the world. Um, but with that said, the thing we all care about, the gold heads and the commander sculptures. So with me overperforming gold heads by 1 and underperforming commander sculptures by 3, I actually got 2 less than you would have expected. But if you take what I got, just because that's what I did, so why not do calculations based on that, we go down here. So with the pity system, because as I said earlier, let's count it, it's the most important. So as we look here to evaluate our value, with the pity system, with the VIP shop cost for the 90 heads that I got, that would be 180,000 gems. So when you deduct that by 68,000, which I estimated 3,400 gems per 5 spins, and I know that may be confusing, so let's go through that. Yes, it's not the cost for a 5 spin. Everyone should be buying the 1 spin token at the great discount over time. Due to that, it made estimating it a little difficult, and honestly, I felt this was a conservative estimate considering I had been stocking up for quite a while. So, with that said, 180,000 gem cost to the VIP shop, that's guaranteed, minus the 68,000 this event cost me. I saved 112,000 gems in getting my gold heads. That's great. And then also just to throw this out there, because why not understand what pity is doing? Without the pity, I would have still saved 22,000 gems. And then if you actually want to know what that equates to, they have a 90,000 gem worth pity. And mind you, none of this considers all of these days of speed ups. Obviously, the resources are next to nothing, so who cares about the stars? All of these days of speed ups aren't included in these calculations. I would contend that this is likely over, 100 20,000 gems at least of savings. So, all that to say, I believe this event truly is worth it if you plan accordingly, you push properly, you save your gems, you save your recharges, and spend on wheels appropriately. And if you do all that, this event can be very, very useful in investments when you do it properly. You must account for the pity system because I got screwed apparently. When you look at the data, despite me thinking I did well, I lost out on two heads that I should have gotten based on percentages. So the pity system, me going to 100 spins, really makes that more forgiving for the value that I lost there. So if you like this, if you want to see more, I do daily videos and shorts. Um, you know, might as well subscribe, get a chance to see them all. And if you have any suggestions or things you'd like to see or learn more about, please do leave a comment. I've gotten some great, great ideas from my kingdom, Discords, even Reddit, my restart, which you'll be seeing more content of in the very, very near future. Um, you know, but yeah, I'd love to hear from you and hear from the community rather than just pulling things out of nowhere. So thank you for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon.